I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. Come on, do a story from Politico about how the Democrats are worried about Trump's going to hand their ass to them. All right, as Donald Trump's inauguration draws near, Democrats fear they remain woefully unprepared to fight the new president's agenda. The party loses its standard bearer once President Barack Obama leaves office. The Democratic National Committee won't get a permanent chairman and staff until March, 2 months into the presidency. That Democratic power vacuum has raised concerns about the party's ability to provide a united message, or even to stand up a centralized rapid response operation for the president's first 100 days in office. Their worst nightmare is that Trump, ever the showman, will define his opening act with little unified resistance. Okay, so that's already a problem there. Was that just because they lose the presidency, they don't want to fight Trump. They're already saying, "Oh well, since we don't have anybody in power in the DNC, we can't fight him. We just can't do it." So I mean, only the Republicans only been doing that to Obama since the day after he got nominated. The day after he got elected, they're talking about how they're going to fight and make sure he's only a one-term president. But the Democrats, they can't do the same play and just say, we're going to fight to make sure Trump's only in office for one term and that's it. Because he's going to be a disaster waiting to happen. No, they can't say none of that shit. They can't say, we're going to fight to make sure they could even just say, we're going to fight to make sure he doesn't pass shitty policies that's going to hurt the American people. They should say that at least the day after, or maybe that night. Just a couple of them go in front of the TV cameras, just say that. It's not too hard, but like the guys from TYT say, the Democrats are paid to lose. So only a few Democrats have criticized Trump so far. One was Elizabeth Warren, the other one was Bernie Sanders. I haven't really heard too much about any other Democrats criticizing him. They probably have, I just haven't heard it, but that's already a problem. Okay. It's a very serious concern. I just went on TV twice today on Fox and MSNBC on the cabinet appointments, and I winged it, said Bill Richardson, the former New Mexico governor and 2008 presidential candidate. Need something right now. Trump every day is doing something outrageous. What do we do? Criticize everything he does? Hold back a bit? I know we need to develop an economic message, but that's long term. We need something now. Most of the Democrats I talk to are down. They're asking, who's in charge? So, I mean, Bill Richardson, him and whoever works for him, of course they should have just did a little bit of research on Trump's cabinet appointments, just so he knows a little bit of background about why they're terrible for those positions. It wasn't even that difficult because they're just his donors. I mean, they're just same Goldman Sachs and just all the other Wall Street bankers that just donated money to Trump. So the government's not supposed to be a pay to play where you just give a politician a big lump of money and they give you a nice position in the White House. So that he should have said that off the bat, but he's already saying, oh, well, me and some of my staff, we didn't look it up. I wanted to go on Fox and MSNBC, but I didn't want to criticize them. I didn't want to do it. I mean, come on. Really. And yes, you do criticize everything he does because a lot of the stuff he's doing is just illegal or unethical or just foolish. Just criticize every dumb thing he does. Say, what the hell is he doing? All this shit he's doing is stupid. Yes, criticize everything stupid that he does because he's against you. He wants to beat you, so you need to go fight him back. Okay, it says individual elected officials led by Senators Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and Sherrod Brown have already signaled their intention to put loud and sustained pressure on the president-elect through a series of speeches, statements, TV appearances, op-eds, and on social media. But they are doing so without the benefit of any party-wide communication about a coordinated message behind their Trump barbs, the kind of guidance and direction so recently provided by Obama or Hillary Clinton in her campaign surrogate operation. Some corners of Capitol Hill, senior senators have even taken to blindly calling advocacy groups in town as to where they can find relevant opposition and research against Trump's cabinet picks. So they should really just follow those three senators. Just say, you know what? Whenever they criticize them, let's jump on and start criticizing them too, because it's a little more effective when it's not just three people criticizing Trump and the rest of the Republican Party for wanting to pass some bad policies. They all just need to go and say, you know what? Whenever they criticize him, let's criticize him too. Since evidently only three of them want to be leaders and actually say, you know what, we're actually going to fight against Trump because he's going to pass some stupid shit. Now this is interesting too, because later in the article it says, the importance of these first few weeks is illustrated by my memory of the first few months of the Reagan administration. A radical change came so fast that it was difficult for opponents to know where to fight, which battles to pick, said Ryback. There's a need to affect these issues immediately. There's also the related issue of how to reposition, how to be the party we need to be. So instead of just going and fight whenever they say something that, whichever policy they want to pass that's not all that good, they said in the past, oh, we waited and there's just so much stuff they wanted to pass, we were too scared to pick which ones or just fight everything. So they're already telling you in the past they're just weak and just wanted to roll over because there's just so much shit that it was too much. It's too much for them to handle. So they didn't want to fight them. And they're saying that right now. Trump's doing too much bullshit all the time, so we don't want to fight him. Because so many people are too fucking scared to go to the Green Party. So we need to primary these guys, get them out, get some progressives in there, go Green Party. Because this is just outrageous. All the Republicans did all 8 years was just criticize Obama nonstop. That's all they have to do is criticize Trump nonstop, because the stuff they can actually criticize him on is actually legitimate problems that he's going to cause, and not just that he's a black guy and he's on the other party. So, and then Boyd Brown, later in the article, he says, we're totally letting him, Trump, control the message and control the story. He's setting traps and we're taking the bait. Carrier, prime example. We've got him on this Russia deal, but we'll find a way to mess it up.